一家餐厅想要在 Chelsea Market 里寻找一席之地，并不是件容易的事情。在这个创造了庞大的烘焙帝国、国家饼干公司的工厂旧址，还有你最爱的扭一扭、泡一泡的奥利奥的诞生地，每天都充满了大量的味蕾挑剔的食客们，当然也包括我。在 Chelsea Market， 从用哈德逊河一带农场直运的鲜奶做冰淇淋奶昔的 Cream Line， 再到每天都充满了 salsa 音乐、节奏和拍到拐角队伍的 Los Tacos No.1， 每一家餐厅都在用自己 one of a kind 的性格来吸引顾客。而 Mokbar 的位置并不在 Chelsea Market 最显眼的地方，从正门进去走上5分钟，当你看到一个卖香料和茶的地方，顺着 salsa 音乐左转进去才能看到一个并不大的摊位，却莫名的对人有着吸引力。这里是一个不到30岁的韩国女孩 Esther Choi 的天下。在这里，她创造了纽约第一家，也是唯一一家韩式拉面 bar， 用的是传统的日本拉面，结合着地道的韩式口味。今天我见到了 Esther Choi， 下面呢就是我们的对话，一刀未剪，只因为她太有趣。
With Chef Esther Choi. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Thank you for coming to Mokbar.
Oh, I come here all the time.
Yeah.
I come here. How come I never met you before?
Yeah, I know. Why? You should have said hi.
Yeah, I should. Next time I'll come by, I'll definitely say hi.
Definitely.
So, what's new for the summer?
So for the summer, we have a bunch of cold noodle dishes. I know ramen is traditionally always hot, but in Korea, cool noodles are very, very popular. It's as popular as warm, hot soup noodles. So this is what we eat in the summer.
Okay.
All cool noodles is supposed to like refresh you, sort of like cool you down. So I wanted to incorporate that into my seasonal menu as well. I want to sort of change people's mentality that noodles can also be cold. It doesn't have to be hot, and it's actually really delicious when it's cold. It's like almost more like a salad.
So as a traditional Korean food, do they have the concept of the cold ramen? I know you have cold noodle, right? Do they usually have the concept of cold ramen?
No.
Yeah. And you are the first one.
Yes. So, of course, there's different varieties of ramen, and they say sometimes like, you can use the ramen noodles to make like a cold salad. But generally speaking, no, it's not done anywhere, like especially not at a restaurant.
So here to Mokbar.
It is one of the first. So but they're based on cold noodle dishes that are traditional in Korea. I just substituted the noodles with ramen noodles to make it a little bit more special.
Let's try.
Yeah.
This is the one that I'm dying to try. Tell us a little bit about it.
So this is our cold soybean noodles, and literally the broth is 3 to 4 ingredients. It's soybean, fresh soybeans, sesame, and tofu, and salt.
So
it's
healthy.
Like super simple.
Super healthy.
And so in Korea, this is like very, very popular in the summertime. And I grew up eating this. I love it very much. It almost makes you feel like even more of a healthier person.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you, I've never tried something like that before.
Yeah.
It's so amazing. Very refreshing. I can definitely taste the soybean. Whose recipe is this? I know I read a lot about your story, like you really like your grandma and her working. So
I would say like all the flavors that it's funny, like even if I didn't learn how to make something step by step from grandma, when I end up making something, it always tastes like her food.
Wow.
I think it's what I grew up tasting, so that's like embedded in my brain.
Wow.
So a lot of my food is very like grandma-ish, like it's like what grandma would make for you. Like very, very home cooking, home style cooking, very kind of like brings you back to, that kind of like feeling. You know that feeling where you feel like warm and cozy inside?
Yes.
Like someone that loves you made this food for you. That's like sort of what I'm aiming to do here in Mokbar.
Is she the one who inspires you to be a chef?
She is. Yeah, she's amazing. She's such an amazing cook. An amazing cook. She put so much love into everything she made, and really, I think that's what cooking is really about. Being a chef and being, like cooking at home. All those aside, it's really about like how much work and how much love you put in the dishes don't be great. You can't skip steps. If you skip steps, you don't love that person as much.
I know. I cook too. I feel like whenever I want to cook for someone that I really like or really love, I usually just do everything from scratch.
Yeah, you think about
I make
every
my own
detail.
stock. Yeah, I make my own stock, and if I have to do the pickle, I want to just try or learn to ferment it myself. Do the same thing, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
So it's really that much effort that you put into the food, and it will show that much when you actually taste it.
This dish makes me feel so guilt-free.
Yeah, it's so clean.
So yeah, it is so clean.
I mean, it's completely vegan. And the chef that I used to work for before I trained under, he used to tell me that the less ingredients you use and the dish comes out that perfect, then it's really a winning dish. So if you can achieve the level of flavor with a minimal amount of ingredients, that's when you know you've really done a good job.
Then I think this is a really good job.
This is like 5 ingredients.
It's so pure. I can definitely taste the authentic taste of the soybean.
Yes.
It's really refreshing. And then this one also.
Yes, that one is my favorite actually. Out of the
It's
full
your
noodles.
favorite. Everybody, this is Choi's favorite.
Out of the full noodles, I would say this one is really, really refreshing, and it really chills your bones.
Okay.
The flavors should remind you of the ocean, like the sea.
It is. I feel like I can take the seaweed, but also sour.
Very sour. And we made it very acidic for a reason, because acid really makes you sweat and brings out sort of a very refreshing element to the dish. And Koreans eat their full noodles extra sour, acid and
Even sour than
yeah,
this one.
yeah. They use a lot of vinegar in full noodles. Okay, vinegar is such a key ingredient, and so I wanted to make this pretty traditional, mimic the vinegar flavor. We actually use real vinegar to make this broth.
Wow.
Yeah. So the broth is shrimp, anchovies, kombu, mushrooms. This is pescatarian, so just seafood. There's no meat of any kind, and then seaweed. So when you look at it, when you eat it, it's supposed to remind you of being, on the ocean, at sea, and that's sort of
And what makes this noodle green?
that's green tea.
Oh,
Yeah,
green
so we got these noodles customized from our vendor who makes our noodles fresh for us every day. And they customize these noodles. It's green tea noodles. It's so beautiful visually. And it has a slight tea flavor, but it's very subtle.
Yes,
you know?
it is. So for the first bite, I can't taste anything like tea, but then for the last bite,
It's slightly...
yeah, when you just swallow it, and then you find tea flavor on your tongue.
So I thought this paired very well with the entire dish, with the shrimp and the cucumbers and seaweed.
I can't say which one I like better.
It's very, very different.
Yeah,
right?
it's very different, but all very good and very 100% guilt-free.
Yeah. Yeah. So, cold noodles, that's what it's supposed to be. You're not supposed to feel guilty.
Yeah.
It's summertime. You want to eat a huge bowl of this and still feel like you can wear a bikini. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's the...
But in fact, do I have to worry about it if I finish the whole bowl every day?
You don't have to. It's low calorie. It's super, super healthy.
Okay.
So you can still wear your
Okay, I
bikini.
trust you. But next month I care my Chef Choi. I gain 10 pounds.
Well, you can't eat 20 bowls of these, then I'll...
Okay. And this one is I recognize it. Every Chinese people recognize it.
Yes. It looks like bibimbap.
Yeah.
Right?
It is.
But instead of rice, we put it on bed of chilled noodles. So it's almost like eating a salad.
Wow.
Yeah. So I'll mix this up for you, just so you... do you like spicy?
I do.
Okay, so I'm gonna add...
I can eat super spicy.
I'm gonna add all of this. For me, more sauce better.
Okay.
Because this sauce we make in-house. It's our gochujang dressing, which is made with a lot of fruits. Gochujang, which is a Korean fermented pepper paste. And then like other ingredients, but it's very fruit based. The dressing is, so you can see it's like on a bit of noodles instead of rice. And this makes a very
How did you come up with this idea?
well. This one is actually, you know, in Korea, bibimbap is like a mixed noodle thing. It's quite similar to bibimbap, and it already sort of exists. I just enhanced it by adding like protein, adding, you know, the sort of like the fruit dressing.
I got a question for you.
Yeah.
Do you cook for yourself?
I cook for myself a lot, actually.
lot?
Yeah.
You eat a lot.
I love to eat. That's honestly, I eat so much, which is why I probably fell in love with food so much, because I just like eating.
Then you get yourself a lot of haters. How can you keep such a...
It's because
So
I'm like
fit.
slaving away in the kitchen. That's why I'm like literally slaving away. So it doesn't matter. I eat like so much, but I keep burning off more than I eat. So it's always a
Okay.
so it's not something to be jealous of because I'm always tired. Okay, here you go.
Okay.
Thank you.
Do you want to have a bite?
No, I'm okay. I just ate like a lot before I came here.
Really?
know,
You eat a lot?
I had a Shake Shack burger and then I had a burrito. So it's like a salad almost.
Yeah, it's like salad, but everything just exploding in your mouth. Well, I like the noodle version more than the rice version, I gotta say.
Do you?
Yeah, I do.
I love these. I eat this at least 3 times for dinner. 3 times a week for dinner.
But for the noodles, do you use the same as this one, or
So
like,
this noodle is same as this. It's buckwheat based.
okay.
And then this one is obviously the BT based. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. But we use a different type of noodle for hot soups. So every noodle is customized to each dish.
I gotta say, I got a question to ask you. What's the meaning? Like, what does it mean of mukbang?
Mokbar. So muk means to eat. So technically it means eat bar. Yeah, but the term came from a very popular concept in Korea called mukbang. I don't know if you ever heard it.
No.
So mukbang is when like these people eat a lot of food in front of the camera. I don't know if you've heard of this. It's a very weird concept in Korea that's very popular. People get like very turned on by that. They watch it. They watch people eat basically, and they get turned on.
That's called mukbang?
It's called mukbang.
Oh.
Yeah, that's called mukbang. Pang means group.
Okay.
So I sort of used that term and kind of twisted it, and because we're like a bar-shaped restaurant, it's like, okay, so let's call it mukpa instead of mukbang. So I changed the word, the N word a little bit, but that's where the word was inspired, and I love, honestly, I'm like guilty and I like watching people eat as well. It's my favorite thing. I love watching people eat, especially the food that I cook.
Yeah.
Like literally I'll just like stare at people eat.
Yeah, I feel you. I feel
Yeah.
you.
It's like a weird satisfaction you get as a chef. Like I put all this work into this food and then I watch the person eat it and like go crazy. It's like the best feeling you can have as a chef.
Then how did you decide to open your restaurant here in Chelsea Market?
It was really about opportunity. I always knew that I wanted to open my own restaurant, but it was always about what's out there as an opportunity. At the time when this space became available, I was a sous chef at a Mexican restaurant, La Esquina. I don't know if you know that. La Esquina. Yeah, it's a very popular Mexican restaurant in New York. I was a sous chef there, and then this space I heard became available. So it was really about like applying myself and doing tastings and writing my business plan and getting all of that together in a very short amount of period. Short period of
How
time.
short it is?
It was like I had to write my business plan within like a week. I had to do have the tasting, and yeah, it was very crazy. I just didn't expect to actually win, you know. It's always about trying your best, and then if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And for some reason, this time around, it did. So it was sort of like meant to be.
Wow.
Yeah.
And what do you think that makes your restaurant stand out in Chelsea Market? Because we have so many really good restaurants in Chelsea. It's very like, the competition is really intense.
Very intense.
Yeah.
It's, you know, people say, oh, you're in Chelsea Market, of course you're going to do well. That's actually not true
No,
at
it's
all.
not true.
Yeah, it's actually
It's so hard.
that much harder to survive here
Yeah.
because you have hardest competition right next door, right? But you know, you just gotta believe that your concept and your flavors are really going to, you know, do well. And for Chelsea Market, Korean was missing. A lot of like intense Asian fare was missing, and you know, I really thought it was time for a Korean noodle place to sort of showcase itself, and Chelsea Market was probably the best place to do it.
So you said you like finished your proposal within a week. So at that time, like, did you already have the concept of doing the Korean ramen?
It was a
or-
very like rough concept. It's something that we came up with, something that I came up with, and I was like, oh, I'm not really sure though because I don't know if it's too fusion. Maybe people will like not like it. But as soon as I presented the concept to the people who own this building, they absolutely loved it, and so I felt more confident that it would work. And then from there, the whole competition lasted probably 4 months. So after you submit your plan, you get picked, and then from there you have to do your tasting, and then from there, if you pass, you do your tasting again. If you pass that you do your financial planning. If you pass that, and you're like, yeah, it's like, yeah, because it's like over 1,000 concepts that submit their
Thousand?
Within like a day, they have like thousands of phone calls and concepts submitted. And then from there, they like weed it out the ones that they liked. And then I think towards the end, they picked about like 20 to do like tastings. And then from there, they weeded out more and more and more. And then it was down to me and one other guy. And then we sort of competed head to head. They decided to give it to me.
You got really excited when you heard the news, right?
I was excited, but I was also like really terrified. Like, oh shit, this is where the real work begins. Like, what am I doing? Like, should I do this?
But it's going so well right now.
Yes, I'm very grateful, but I won't say it was easy. It was very, very difficult. Like, if I went back and if someone said to do it again, I don't know if I could have.
Tell us, like, it's just like one tiny story about the biggest challenge you faced when you were doing it.
Probably my entire life. Yeah. Like, it would be very difficult to go back and do it again. I don't know if I could do it.
Do you have a story to tell us? Like, what is the biggest challenge?
I think
when you were doing it?
I think just as a new business owner, and you just don't know anything. Like literally, I didn't have a mentor. I was completely blinded. I started with no money. I did everything myself. It was like a one-man show. I did everything, and just that sort of pressure and stress, and you know, it weighs you down. I'm a very positive person, but when it came to my business, I was a completely different person. And for me, I think it was more like I realized so many different aspects of my own personality that I never knew about. So it was a lot of personal growth as well. I'm very young too, and I just didn't know what I was getting myself into at a very young age. So those sort of challenges, you know, you just have to force yourself to mature, like become an adult. When I wasn't ready. It's like having a child when you're not ready to have a child.
Oh.
Yeah, so you can basically say like I had like a child and it was Mokbar. And I could probably never go pre-child. I can't go back. I already had it.
Well, I'm telling you, you're raising your child really well, I think.
Thank you.
Especially when I see the menu on your website. I found it a really considerate detail about it. Like under every dish you have a little story or you have a little background for it. I don't see a lot in other restaurants menu. Actually, I don't see any in other restaurants. How did you come up with that idea?
Thank you.
I really like that.
Well, it was just very honest because the story came from the actual dishes. Like the dishes, I didn't make it up out of nowhere. It was inspired by something that was very close to my heart. So all the dishes that I wrote on this menu, it's something that I either grew up with or have a very sentimental feeling about. And so I wanted to sort of share that story with whoever wants to try it. And I think it's always nice to have a story around every dish that you, because you know, as a chef, when you're creating something new, you don't want to really mess with stuff that's traditional. For me, it's really important. Tradition is very, very important. But I also know that we are pretty fusion. We're not like a traditional Korean restaurant either. So I wanted to somehow showcase that tradition is very important, and that's where it's inspired from. We just want to show it in a different light. So, you know, incorporating all those stories is pretty important.
And in your previous interviews, I found so many times you're telling people you really want to use your food as an approach to tell people Korean culture. And why do you think this food is a really good way to tell, to make people know more about Korea?
So, did you ever hear that saying, food is the way to your heart? I really believe that.
Like, we have similar sayings.
Yeah, right? Like, food is really the way that you're going to win over somebody. I really, truly believe it because, well, first of all, I love to eat. So, every time I eat something good, I'm like, oh my god. Yeah, I love it. And I just think that people like eating. You love tasting things, feeling things, and you can really, you know, like you get attached to whatever it is. And I think culture-wise, a lot of it starts with food. Yes. Like if the food is so awesome in a culture, everyone will start getting interested in that culture, you know? So, you know, and food is also something that is very fluid in every culture where, you know, you don't need to speak the same language to love the same food. It's something that you eat and you love together. And it's something, it's like almost like a language, you know? It's more important than currency. It's more important than anything ever. Yeah. So to me, food is very intimate, very intimate, and that's why, you know, being able to sort of showcase Korean culture through food, it's, you know, I'm very grateful.
Like you said, it's about Korean food, but it's also very fusion. You get critics from Koreans, like when they come here, like it's not Korean food, it's not authentic.
Of course. With any kind of thing that's successful, you'll get those people who criticize you. And, you know, and I want to say that, yeah, because it's not traditional Korean food. It's something that will teach foreigners that are not Korean about Korean food. That's what the aim is, you know. And if you're coming here expecting like very traditional Korean food, then no. If this is just a gateway, it's like the door to Korean food, like real Korean food.
Okay. A last question, which is not hard, but I know you make an amazing Korean food. Do you eat Chinese food?
I love Chinese food. Oh my god. I go to Chinatown probably, I used to go once a week at least, but now I'm like so busy. I have to go at least once in 2 weeks, or I'll start getting like panic attack. I'm like, oh, you need to eat my soup dumpling.
Oh, what kind of Chinese food do you like? You said soup dumpling. Do you eat Sichuan food or Cantonese food?
So I grew up with a lot of Cantonese friends. So I'm used to eating at their homes. And it's funny because usually the dad is always the one cooking in Chinese house, right?
Usually my mom cooks a lot, but my dad is a better chef than my mom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really, every Chinese friend that I had, their family, the dad was always the major awesome cook. He, like the dad always made all the food. It was so good. Yeah, Taiwanese. I had a lot of Taiwanese friends, so I ate a lot of Taiwanese food growing up. So yeah, I mean, I like any kind of Chinese food.
Any kind of Chinese.
Yeah, I'm a very big fan. I have not been to China yet though, which is sad.
Oh, I wish you
Yeah.
would. I want to go to Korea so bad.
Yeah, you have to check it out.
Yeah.
I mean, the food scene in Korea is so fusion now. Like, it's kind of hard to find the traditional stuff. It changed a lot.
So do you go back often and inspire yourself very often?
So the last time I went was 6 months ago. I'm going again actually at the end of this month. Yeah, so now I'm trying to go more often.
Okay.
But, you know, before that, I haven't gone in like 10 years. So, yeah. I try to, my Korean food comes with it. Or I call my grandma and ask her.
Okay, and then try to go to China.
Yeah, I have to go.
Okay. so glad that I meet you today because you said you're leaving by the end of the month. I got a really good opportunity.
Yeah. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you.
So nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Okay, so eat up.
I will.
That is a lot of food.
Yes, I will. Thank you.